a minute again this Saturday noontime, accelerating your Saturday. Yes, this is your host, Marlene Craig. And stay tuned at DZRJ 810 on that dial of AM. And of course, if you'd like to see us again live, go on www.ustream.tv/channel. That's double N. /DZRJ 810 AM. And of course, we have a very, very interesting topic again. And we have a very, very interesting guests.
Yes, of course.
Who will, and we'll be discussing.
A good-looking couple.
A good-looking couple. With a topic, what makes one very successful and happy. Because you can be successful, but sometimes there are too many things that are compromised.
Correct.
And because of those success, there are too many things that have side effects of that success. So the end root word of success is happiness.
Happiness.
So are you, or what one takes to be successful and happy? Of course, to all those listeners all over the world, I'd like to say hi to Miss Malyari in California, and also, of course, my friend in Canada, Paul Renko, and also my friend in New York. Hi there, Levi's, and also my brothers in Saudi Arabia who are watching there, and my friends in Kuwait, and also our friends in Australia, and of course, our loving, faithful listeners in the Philippines, like the likes of Mang Herman.
Hi, Mang Herman.
Yes, and June and
Hello,
Mrs.
June.
Mercado.
Mrs. Mercado, our suke.
Yes, and there's another one who always listens to us, but I'll say hi to her later. And also, of course, to my mom and my family there who's listening, and to all our friends.
Yes.
And also the family, of course, of our guests, which I'm going to tell them later.
Yes.
So without much further ado, I'd like to give you the microphone to my co-host for today, my VP Marketing Diva of RPM.
Yes, the diva.
Miss Hazel Jensen.
Jameson, yes. In the America they call it Jameson, but when I'm in the province it's Jamison.
Oh really? So which is which? Would you like to be Jamison?
Jameson, of course. Good morning, my lovely co-host, and to our lovely couple here. Good morning.
Good morning.
The kid, who was once a kid, now a lady. A beautiful lady, Bella. Our listeners, good morning, everybody. And I'd like to take this opportunity to greet my husband, and I hope he's listening. Happy birthday, husband.
Oh, wow.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday. He's now in his 40s.
Oh.
Yes.
Of course, this is a continuation of our topic last week. What is true prosperity?
Yeah, I'm so excited because last week we were just talking about what is true prosperity, and now we have guests here who actually live
that prosperous and happy life.
Not just in terms of money, but in terms of fulfillment.
Yes.
Are you sure you have the right guest?
So, you know, they said there are different talents and things inherited from heaven or given to you by God. It's not just the talent to be a good speaker, talent of a good mind, but also the gift of faith, the gift of kindness, the gift of purity in heart. You know, there are times when there are people, or the gift of forgiveness. You know, there are some people.
That's very difficult. The gift of
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Are you easy to forgive? You know, that's a gift.
Yeah.
So I think I'm talking that it's true what he says. Either you have it or you don't. And if you don't, this is the time that God's give you an environment to progress into that thing that you are not good at.
Correct.
Correct, right? So I think that, and it was tested on you, your kindness.
Several times.
Yeah. How are you going to help? Like, I said, okay, I'll just put it in the Facebook. This is what I can do.
Yeah.
See, that was a progressive, that it's in you, that God just wanted to develop it more and see whether you put the time for it or not.
Correct. Yes.
Right? So I like that. He said, skills can be taught, like being a financial secretary or a financial consultant can be taught, right? But character is either you have it or you don't. And if you don't, it's so good. Don't you know that God, if you don't have that kind of character, He will set a lot of things or an environment wherein you will have to learn. You know, patience is my weakness.
That's okay, a lot of us.
Since I'm a very assertive person, sometimes I expect that when I've told them 3 times or 4 times, they should already know. But sometimes they still do. And I always tell to, like for my household help, I would say 4 times already, but they still don't do it. So that's when I become angry. But then again, according to Yehudaberg, he said, if patience is your weakness, God will bring you a lot of people wherein your patience shall be tested. And you should not skip it up.
You cannot.
Every patience tested to you, you better ponder. So this is the person, then the more you should teach that person, say, okay, this is me, I'm sorry, I want to learn. You know, try to know that person or that environment, what's causing you to be impatient. Because those are your learning lessons.
Correct.
In life.
Because you know, in last lesson, each one of us is given a wall to climb.
Correct.
For some it's easy.
And
for
what's
some,
your wall to climb then?
For some it's easy. For some it's difficult. You know. But no matter what, whether easy or difficult, nobody's gonna lower that wall for you. You would have to climb it yourself.
Yeah.
So we have our own fair share.
What is your most difficult? They call it in Kabbalah, tikkun.
Is it the weakness?
The weakness.
The wall to climb.
The wall to climb. What is that wall to climb? Mine is patience.
Mine is food.
That too. That too.
Bring me to a buffet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess I would.
Patience.
It's temper.
Temper.
I have that too. Patience and temper.
Temper.
They're twins.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
If you're not
something-
patient, you get temper.
Yeah.
Mental.
I've always wanted to hone that part of me. And you know, as I said, you know, for some it's easy, for some it's difficult, but nobody's gonna lower that wall for me. So I work on it so that I just have to be very, very conscious about that
Yes.
all the time.
Consciousness and awareness all
Consciousness,
the time.
awareness, and that, because if you're conscious and aware about that, and then you know what to do with it, then comes discipline.
Correct. But
And
first
that-
consciousness.
then comes control.
Correct.
So parang if you self-awareness and the very first thing is self-awareness. You have to realize that it exists. It's just like
Consciousness with an effort.
yes,
To be better.
Yeah, because otherwise,
You know what I tell them?
yeah,
I say, you are so temperamental, Mom. And you're so impatient. I said, it's okay. It's balanced by my loving people. Because I'm too loving and I'm too forgiving. You know?
yeah.
But sometimes, like, when you grow older, your patience is lesser. They say when you're older, you should be more patient. Diba?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but how come I'm older now? Like, okay, I said, I want things done now. You
It's
know,
from the
the way it
hormones.
should be done, right? More on the perfectionism of life. You know? Okay, so that's also, you're like me. Patient and temper are cousins or twins for me. So because if you can get hold of your patience, then tempers is better, right? Okay, so Danny and Marites, it says here, Bordan says, if you are 22, physically fit, hungry to learn and be better, I urge you to travel as far as widely as possible. Sleep on floors if you have to. Find out how other people live, eat, and cook. Learn from there wherever you go. See, you have traveled now to places we have not.
We
What
worried
can you
about
say
the
that?
Republic.
Travel is very important.
You know what? What do you call this? At 22, you were saying?
Yes. If
If
you are 22 and physically fit, and you
Yes.
have not traveled the whole world wide,
At
He
20,
did that.
I did that when I was 22.
see, that's why you're the who you are.
You know,
He traveled
I traveled a lot during that age, between 22 and 25. I was traveling a lot, and my travel is not tour, but more of adventure and misadventures.
Cute, nice. They
'Cause,
said you learn from the adventures
yeah,
and misadventures.
It's more of adventures and misadventures because, for example, but during that age, we traveled to from Canada. I traveled I traveled to when I was in Canada. You know, you see the nice thing about being in North America, you have an opportunity to save money and travel, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
you know, I experienced that. I went to Europe, Spain, particularly Spain at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
By yourself, with your
with,
family,
with my friend.
with your friends.
You
It
know,
was really
it's
adventure.
it
Did
was
you go
an adventure.
backpacking?
What we did is we rented a car. We did not join any tour group. We just drove wherever it takes us.
Wow.
And
Sounds fun.
yeah, I know. We raced. You know, we raced other cars, Daredevil, and you know, and it was. I thought it was rather stupid of me to. I mean, going
Belly
back.
knows about this, right?
Going back to what we did before. I said I would not allow my child or my
To do
niece and
this.
nephew, whatever I did during my younger days. You know, I thought that was irresponsible.
But now?
But you know, but I have something to tell.
They said the more the more experience to the things that are what you call it, misadventures. So, you know, these people are more are the better type of people.
Correct,
this time.
correct.
Said, would you rather? I think Johannesburg said, would you rather get an advice from someone who's perfect in all things, or from someone who's gone through the bad and the good?
The bad and the
The
good.
bad and
See,
the
di
good.
ba?
Of course,
Yes, the bad
yeah.
and the
Sometimes
good,
we
yes.
have culturally, traditionally. I remember my one of my
Experience is always
grandparents
the
says,
teacher.
always listen or go with somebody who is good. All right. But then, now I learned that it's better to listen from somebody who has gone both the bad and the good and the ugly. All right, Philippines. On that note, we'll go again for a short commercial break. Don't go away.